Hi everyone, my name is Tony Hua and I'll be unmasking the secret to prospecting and how not to waste time in this process. I'll be exposing why you should never convince your prospects and show you step by step on how to properly sort through your prospects and get them to commit to contacting you after they listen to your presentation. So that leads us to the first point, which is stop wasting time with non-interested prospects. We should only be spending about 5 minutes with the people who are interested and less than 1 minute with those who are not. A lot of times we get caught up in trying to convince everyone we talk to when we really need to stop because, well, if you can't say the right things to the wrong prospects, right? Now, I know we might not think we're trying to convince somebody, but or try to convince everyone. But you see, we need to understand the concept of supply and demand. When you're trying to create the demand, which is convincing, well, you're convincing, okay? But if you're trying to supply the demand, then you're actually a problem solver. You're supplying what demand that your prospects are already had. So the first step to prospecting is you need to find the demand. There are many ways to accomplish this, but since I talk about how to generate leads in another video or how to find targeted leads, I'll assume that you already have the leads. However, a point that I will repeat is that we need to find those who already have a need, want, or desire for our products and our services. That is the key to growing a huge business, which is obviously finding interested prospects, right? Now, the second step is that out of those who are possible prospects, which are your leads, then you need to weed out those who are not your target audience or those who are not interested. Now, to do this, you need to introduce yourself and tell them, hey, I'm giving you a call because I see you're, I don't know, also concerned about your health or whatever your benefits are, or something to that nature, okay? So then you would ask them qualifying questions to make sure they're exactly who you're looking for. Now, here's the kicker, okay? Now, to determine what qualifying questions you should ask, you find them in closing. So, if you're just starting out, there will be no qualifying questions. This is a very important point, which you're probably not told or probably not taught by your uplines or your leaders, okay? The truth is, you might think you know who you're looking for, you might think you know what questions you should ask, but in reality, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be watching this right now. Okay? If you see a trend of people who don't close, then find out why they didn't close and weed them out in prospecting so you don't waste your time in closing. Okay? Then and only then can you add qualifying questions. So let's say you have like a handful of people who tell you the same reason why they're not closing. Then say, wow, okay, well, apparently people who haven't bought any products or something or anything dealing with the benefits what I'm offering, then they're not going to buy. So you would make that into a question in prospecting and ask them, hey, do you buy this certain product? And then if they say no, then okay, well, hey, buy, because they're not your prospects. But you find them in closing. Very important point. Now the next step is to ask them the interest question. This is after the qualifying question. You want to either scare them to death or promise them something unbelievable. Now, make sure it is absolutely possible, okay? And you have no doubt in your mind that it is possible. You don't want to bend the truth by saying false statements and getting yourself in trouble. That's the last thing you want to do. Then you give them your contact information, since that's the most important part, and that's how they're going to contact you. And then let them know what they'll be exposed to. Most likely it's your presentation call or your webinar. Then let them know who they will be listening to and what they've accomplished. Now you will schedule the time with them on the same day to go to that presentation. Not the next or in a few days, that same day, because people forget and they will lose that urgency if you don't schedule it the same day. So if they can't make it that day, have them call you back when they're ready. An important rule to prospecting is to not convince your prospects. Okay, you shouldn't care if they go or not, because you're only looking for those who are serious about curing their pain for whatever you have. So you're helping them, not the other way around. Afterwards, you need to have them commit to going to the briefing and calling you back afterwards. There must be no hesitation in their voice when they agree to go. If there is, then you need to reconfirm the commitment and let them know that you're serious and you're not going to try and hope to solve their pain, but you'll absolutely be there and walk them through that process. If they still hesitate and want another time, they might not be your ideal prospect. Okay, does this make sense? Oh, by the way, don't thank your prospects. It's more of a mental thing. You're not trying to be rude or anything, but they should be thanking you. Well, if they when they do thank you, then you know that you're doing your job right. Okay, because you don't need the product or service. You already have it. They need what you have, so they gotta work for it, not you. Now, prospecting is just one part of this marketing process. And if you still need other pieces to this puzzle, then here's what I need you to do. Visit my website by clicking on the link right under my picture to the right of this video, so wherever that the red arrow is pointing to. Submit your information on the site, and then check your email for the free Hidden Truth Report. Just to let you know, I hate spam, okay? As much as you do, and I won't be selling or sharing information with anyone. It's going to be the only way for me to get business building information to you so that I can help you grow your business. And that's basically it. So, well, I hope you got some valuable tips, and remember, Tony Robbins says the path to success is to take massive focused action. So go and start implementing what you've learned and see your business grow like never before.